I am Nick Shell, the true alpha male, the living legend. Everyone knows this. No one denies this. Here's what we need to talk about right now. Got it written right here on this purple sticky note right here. And I'm looking at what I was thinking about today. And I was thinking, what do I need to tell these young kids that assume that people are judging them on their appearance instead of the things that everyone's actually judging them on. And I put on here, your beliefs on hair loss will change. Your beliefs on hair loss will change. Let's imagine this. I'm thinking of dumb things that I've said throughout my life. And sure, I'm sure I've said some pretty dumb things in 2020, and this year is still fairly young. But man, if my life were recorded back to when I was a teenager, back when I was in my 20s, my early 30s, my mid 30s even, if I had recordings of that and I could hear my views and opinions back then, I'd probably be embarrassed by most of what I used to believe. And I'm sure you could say the same thing, no matter what age you are. You could think back to a couple years ago, you can think, oh man, I used to think that. I used to believe that. I used to put a lot of value in that. So maybe it's Pokemon cards, all right? And you can think back to when you were an 8-year-old boy and how much you loved those and cared about that or whatever. And now that you're older, you're a teenager, you're 20s, like that would be weird if you went around carrying Pokemon cards. Now that's one of many examples. Use whatever example that best relates to you. The concept is, as you get older, you start caring about other things. And you look back on the things that you used to care about and value and believe and have opinions on, and now you don't even really have an opinion on it. You don't value it. You don't care about it. There's no point in talking about it because it just doesn't matter to you anymore. So whatever your thing is right now when I was saying that, think about your thing, whatever the thing is, okay? So imagine that as you get older, if you continue to mature like a normal man should, imagine a day when you really don't care if you lose your hair anyway. You might lose your hair, and I know that's the biggest draw of this channel, is not guys who are bald, but instead young guys who fear that they might go bald. And it's funny because I promise you, again, if you mature like a normal man will, give it 5 years, give it 10 years, you're gonna be embarrassed at yourself that you spent so many hours of your life watching my videos, which are pointless, which are stupid, and no one should watch them. And no, that's not reverse psychology. And yes, I'm clearing $400 or $500 a month from these as a side hustle. So it would be counterproductive for me to say, please stop watching, but I know that you're not gonna listen to me. You're insecure about something that doesn't matter. And you're working your way through that. And that's fine. That's what I'm here to do, to help you get over something that's pointless and doesn't matter. But I am telling you, eventually, you're going to look back and think, man, I wasted a lot of my life worrying about something that may or may not happen, but even if it does, I wouldn't care about it. Like that's what's going to happen. And if it doesn't, then I feel bad for you, because I've got people age 30 and above still watching my videos. There's no reason that they should be here. You should not be thinking about your hair when you're that age, because that implies that you haven't matured like you're supposed to. That means if you've got time to worry that you're balding or you might go bald, and you're past the age of 30, especially, my age or older, then that implies you're not living your life. Have you seen, what's the movie, Ad Astra with Brad Pitt? Go ahead and see it. It's like, I know it's kind of a long movie, just go ahead and see it. The premise of the movie is, and it's, I believe, an allegory of, we could say social media or things that we focus on that don't matter, but ultimately, the concept of Ad Astra is you can spend your entire life searching for all of these things when really the things that you need are right in front of you. And so yes, I'm gonna censor myself here. You can throw your life away worrying about something that may or may not happen, like losing your hair, or you can actually live your life. And that's why I have nothing but praise for young guys who go bald young and embrace it, because they're living their lives. They wouldn't have wished that upon themselves, but at least they don't have to worry about losing something they've already lost. So, there you go. That's what you need to know. Again, the sticky note says it here. Your beliefs on hair loss will change. Don't believe me? come back in 5 years to this channel and realize how stupid all these videos are. And if you're still here in 5 years watching my videos because you never left, you've got bigger issues. You need to figure out quickly, what am I good at? What am I bad at? How can I start helping other people? How can I provide a living for myself? How can I provide a living for others? Things that actually matter, a matter of growing up. You're gonna grow up one day and you're gonna realize Nick Shell, he was right, but I shouldn't have watched his videos. I should have watched that one that I'm watching right now, and that should have been the last one, because Nick Shell's videos are pointless, dumb, and a waste of time. Your comments belong right here.